I can't imagine you ever saying, bring me some of the boxes that we brought back from the White House. I'd like to look at them. Did you ever do that?
I would have the right to do that. There's nothing wrong with it.
But I know you. I don't think you would do it.
Well, I don't have a lot of time, but I would have the right to do that. Right. I would do that. There'd be nothing wrong.
Let me move on.
So that is Sean Hannity, like, desperately trying to help Donald Trump when it comes to the classified documents. Like, you wouldn't. Come on, you wouldn't. No, I would. Okay, let's move on. I don't want to focus on this because you're making yourself look really bad here. And that sort of like willingness to quickly move on to protect someone was a real hallmark of this interview that Sean Hannity just had with Donald Trump. And it did not just extend to Donald Trump. There was a bit of defensiveness when it came to Ron DeSantis as well. Take a look at how they end one of their segments suspiciously quickly when Donald Trump pivots to a substantive attack against the governor of Florida.
And he's going to run, but he's getting crushed now in the polls because he did a little things like voting against Social Security, voting against Medicare. His numbers aren't very good on COVID.
More of my interview with former President Trump straight ahead.
Okay, kill it. He's talking about the entitlements. We're trying to do that right now. Kevin McCarthy would love to cut them. Kill it. And so, look, there obviously the entire point of the segment is to protect Donald Trump, to let him spin his legal troubles however he wants. But they're also sort of hedging their bets with Ron DeSantis. They don't want Ron DeSantis' reputation to be hurt on true things like the fact that he was willing to cut these programs, particularly when the Republican Party in Congress right now is trying to do the same thing. River, what do you think?
That was a fun one. I especially loved that Medicare thing. Oh boy, have they been trying to take Social Security? And wow, if you spend any amount of time, I'm from Ohio and I still have family there. And oh boy, that is like the last frontier. They got abortion and they ain't done. They're gonna take that. And you know what? Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. And Trump is right. That's bad. You can't. People are not going to be happy. You cannot take their Social Security away and their Medicare away. And they are really trying. And that was. I did also love where he was like, I don't have the time to do this, but I have the right to do it. And that, to me, that sums up. And that ultimately, that is what I think people like about him so much. Is that thing where it's like, hey, I don't have the time to do it, but I have the right to do it. And that is like such an essential sort of Trumpist thought process. It's very simple and straightforward, and that's what I truly think what people actually like about him. And of course, there's the other top-down social racism, transphobia, generally like making a joke about everything all the time. But I really think that twofold thing is exactly what people like. Like, I'm too busy. I work. Like all of you guys don't, but if I had the time, I would have the right to do it because he has the right to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's the issue. It's he's being offered like a life jacket. Like, well, we're trying to protect you, buddy. We're trying to protect you, but he also has to assert that he can do whatever he wants. And he also, by the way, let's be real, he did it. So I don't think he wants to specifically lie in the interview. But like when someone's like, well, you didn't kill that guy. Oh, I'm way too busy to kill a guy, but I could. If I wanted to, I could strangle the life out of him. Like, that is such a weird way to talk to the media. But that's the direction he went into.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.